96.9 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
Opening drive.
It's opening drive.
Opening drive.
It's the opening drive.
It's smart, it's local, and it's a whole lot of fun. Real opinions, real laughs, and real connection to the Ozarks every single morning. From breaking down the biggest games to celebrating the best of the Ozarks, debating the poll question of the day, and reacting to your messages live. This is sports radio done differently. The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
Good Tuesday morning, July 28th, 2026. The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Tom Ladd, Rob Rodgers. We're live with you, Tom, at, of course, the worldwide headquarters of ESPN The Jock. Today, I'm sitting in my conservatory here at the Country Estate as we roll on a hot, muggy week. But you know what? We've been talking about this all summer. When's the heat and the mugginess going to get here? Hello, knock, knock. It's here. So no use to complain about that right now. I don't mind it. I don't mind the heat, Tom. I hate the cold. I don't mind the heat. But that's just me, I guess. I mean, a lot of people say, oh, it's so hot. Well, it's nice to me.
No, and I appreciate you showing, your palatial estate there in Ozark.
The country estate.
Yes. That is so nice of you to do that. Yesterday we saw the study, rich mahogany, bookshelves and everything. And today a conservatory.
Yeah, I want to come out here to the sunroom, a little bit, the conservatory as we call it here, and kind of experience this. It's very nice today. Actually, it's funny because I'm looking outside and it's a little overcast, but in here it's nice and sunny. So just kind of the way it is today. I don't know.
Well, lots of windows though. Lots of windows in there.
I can see the deer walking by and all that kind of stuff. And maybe we'll give you another tour. I might move top of the hour to another room just to give you guys another look. Good. At the country estate, what I'm doing out here in Southern Christian County. But hey, great show today. Hey, it's so funny. Yesterday we mentioned on the show that Auburn's ducking us, right, and dropping us from the schedule, and we're adding. We have to add Mississippi State. Mississippi. We add them to the schedule. It's kind of funny we're doing that because as we count down on the Bear tracker, we're doing every day. We're day 39 today. Day 39 as we track the Bears opener. One SEC opponent ducks us. Another one, begrudgingly picks us up, and it's going to be great as we. They're going to probably buy us out of that one here next year, too, once we beat Texas A&M. That thing's going to I think they'll go, I don't want to play those Bears. That's for sure.
Well, the Auburn game, they're ducking us next year, but they're going to be back on the schedule, I think, in 2034, Rob.
Yeah, let's throw that out there. 2034, we should have a team good enough to beat the Bears. In 2034, we're going to push it all the way out there, hoping that we're not going to be very good that year.
Casey Wood's son will be coaching the team in 2034. So we don't
think about 2034. That's only 8 years away. That's crazy. If you think about it.
My gosh. How can you even think that far down the road?
I know. Well, they keep, Tom, they keep putting these stadiums out there. Oh, they'll be done by 2032 and you're thinking, wow, 2032, that's a long way away. That's 6 years away. And when you're building a stadium, you kind of go, gosh, can you get it done a little quicker than 2032? But 6 years, you got to secure the land, you got to do all that stuff and the drawings and the whole thing. But it usually takes about 3 years to build a stadium, pretty much, Tom, pretty much in that range.
Couple years,
a couple years at least. So, but now we're talking 2034 for the Auburn Tigers and the Missouri State Bears. They'll probably want to flip-flop that. They'll probably come to Springfield instead. They'll probably want to go, you know what? We'll take your money, Missouri State. We'll come to Springfield, and we'll take your money at that point.
Newly constructed or added on Plaster Field. By then, it'll be named something else. The
Plaster Stadium, Plaster Dome. That dome over it.
We'll have some big sponsor, I'm sure.
Oh, I know we will. We'll have that. But I look at it on as far as college football. the video game, Missouri State was one of the most played teams on last year's NCAA tournament game on PS5 and Xbox. I think we got generated $100 and some $1,000 in revenue off of that because of how many times they played Missouri State. And you look ahead and you see, we're playing in 2034. Well, you look at this year. Now they're going to switch. It's going to be Mississippi State. For next year, they'll have that. Well, Mississippi State, then Cincinnati. You got a lot of people going to play Missouri State here for the next couple of years. That's for sure. That'd be fun. That'd be fun to see. We're going to generate some revenue on this. That's great. Always the underdog.
No doubt about it. So anyway, that was one of the stories yesterday. We've got some good ones today as well. You want to set up the show here real quick? Let me tell you about this.
Play it again, sports.
All right, Play It Again Sports, located in the Fremont Shopping Center. This would be a great day to go in and get your new driver, your new putter, the things you can't do, hit a ball straight or putt a ball straight. Be a good day to do that. Head into Play It Again Sports. Baseball and softball equipment, they still have some. They still got a lot. As you end out your year, maybe you need a new pair of cleats because your kid grew this summer. And you're like, oh, my gosh, I don't think you can get through the fall season. Do that. And football and soccer and fall gear, volleyball gear is now in stock at Play It Again Sports, located in the Fremont Shopping Center.
So speaking of that, I watched the new Will Ferrell series on Netflix this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
The Hawk, which is a golfing series. Anything Will Ferrell's got to be pretty good. So it was pretty good, pretty funny golfing movie or series that they have on there. But we were just talking about golf clubs and getting them fitted and stuff like that. So
maybe don't listen to Will Ferrell's advice on getting golf clubs.
Probably not, but it was a good show. Was
it funny?
Was it like very
comedy type thing? Well, anything Will Ferrell's got to be a joke behind it.
Right. Yep. Probably took his clothes off, at one point, and there's some language in it, so it's probably not good for the observatory or for any of your rooms there to be watching it with your kids around. But
go through the hallowed halls. Yeah, we don't want that to happen.
No.
Yeah.
But anyway, hey, on the program today, Tuesday, we ought to start off the show with Show Me the Money. It's always the biggest feature we have. Show Me the Money every Tuesday. So that's today. You remember last week we forgot if we did Show Me the Money.
I know. I was like,
did we do it
Friday? Did we do Show You the Money this week? How long a week is that? We're there for 2 hours a day, and I can't remember what we did on Monday or Tuesday.
Crazy.
Oh man. Well, because you keep you look at your notes. You have your yellow notepad
I
provided
do,
by Zimmer, and you do that. And you have your notes, just what we talk about. And you flip it over. You'll flip back. Oh, we talk about this or whatever.
Right.
Me, I'm just like I'm flying by the seat of my pants right now. I'm like, what do you got going today? Let's go. Show me the money. I don't know.
You don't need notes. You don't need notes to do this.
Notes. Let's see. Show Me the Money today is going to be good. I got a couple. It's a couple ownership things we'll talk about today. So we'll do that. And there's a couple other things. I mean, there's a lot of money stuff this week.
Oh, man. I've got a couple for you, too. I don't know if it's
nice.
There's more college related, if that's okay.
Oh, yeah. Mine's more pro related.
Okay.
That's good.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll have a nice meshing of Show Me the Money today.
Coming up at 7:40 this morning, then, we're going to visit with Cole Feaurbacher, who is a former Bear backup quarterback, Missouri State backup quarterback. So that'll be part of our Bear Tracker Day 39, Rob.
Ooh, Day 39 to September 5th, the day we go down and shock the world. That's going to be awesome.
Yep, Day 39. So Cole, who when we traveled last year, any of the Bears games, sat right next to Jacob Clark. Those two were buddies, golfing buddies too. So we'll get his thoughts on Jacob if he's talked to him. Jacob Clark, obviously out at Las Vegas, playing for the Raiders.
Vegas Raiders, yeah.
So we'll talk with Cole. He now is the quarterbacks coach at Glendale, where he graduated. So he's on staff at Glendale High School. So kind of a dual purpose interview today. Cole Feaurbacher at 7:40. And then our good friend Cody Pentacost at 8 o'clock. He is the brand new baseball coach at C of O.
Brand spanking new. Yep, he's in charge of the Bobcats now going forward. Got a couple of questions also about his they took a missionary trip this year to Dominican this past summer. I want to talk to him about that as well.
Yep. So Cody will be on at 8:00. So we have both of those guys on video today, Rob. So we'll have to make sure you can communicate with them. But that'll be that'll be the program today. Looking forward to it. Couple of former great high school area athletes being on the program right now, both into the coaching world. So always nice to see that.
It is. Isn't it cool, Tom, to see people, players, coaches, players in this area come back to be coaches and then just continue on the legacy? Isn't that pretty neat? I love that, giving back to your community, the community you grew up in. They feel so strongly about the people around here that they are willing to stay because, you know how it is. You're an athlete. You don't have to stay. There's a big, wide world out there. And for people to come back and give back, that's a pretty cool thing.
No doubt about it. A lot of great stories. Let's start off with the Cardinals now 500, Rob, the only state team to play last night. They played at home against the Cubs after a weather delay. Game got started about 8:30 last night in St. Louis, and the Cardinals ended up losing to the Cubs 7-3. Alex Bregman with a home run and a couple doubles in the game, breaking out of his little slump. The Cubs out hit the Cards 14-7. Libator goes 3 2/3 innings, gave up 8 hits, 3 runs, struck out 5, walked 2. He's not fooling anybody right now.
No, he's not. And then you talked about this first of the year. I didn't know much about him, obviously, not following the Cardinals so closely. But, he's not fooling anybody now. Second time around, second half of the season. Here's the thing, Cardinals fans. Here's the thing. Just when I'm sitting there going, hey, I'm invested in these Cardinals. I'm coming with you, man. I'm going to jump on that bandwagon with you. Now we're just kind of going through the doldrums. But here's the thing. We kind of thought that might happen. Okay, so it's not like it's a super surprise. Milwaukee's running away with this division, and the Cubs are trying to keep pace. So it's not expected, but it's kind of, man, they've lost so many close games. So many games could have went either way that I think that's kind of been a part of it too. 53-53 on the season, now 13 games out of first. And that whole division now, it's Milwaukee and Chicago now running up. That's Chicago's 60th win of the season last night. And they're 6 games out.
Yeah.
Good night. And only 24,000 last night at Busch, too. I say only. That's a good crowd, actually, on a Monday night, probably.
I'm wondering if there would have been more had it not been weather delayed.
Probably. They probably looked at the forecast and, I don't know if I want to go downtown tonight. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
But Mason Wynn had a couple hits. They have to get it going. And pitching is definitely going to be the issue here. Are they going to make a move at the deadline? I think if they continue this little stretch here and they don't, we called this the gauntlet, didn't we, Tom?
Yeah.
We're in the middle of this gauntlet. Actually, we're towards the end of this gauntlet they went through. They fared okay, but there's some games they should have won. In a couple games they gave away. Oh, man, they're so close. But does this make them buyers or sellers? I think this makes them sellers now, 13 games out. I think they'll be selling what they can to get pieces back.
They've got some veterans that they have talked about. Newt Barr, one of those. Romero. There's a few guys on the roster that they could get rid of. We talked about Gorman. If there's any value left with him playing AAA and batting lower than the Mendoza line. But there's some guys that they could get rid of. A couple catchers that they could get rid of and get some replacements. So we'll see what happens. We may have a trade deadline question on our poll coming up.
Oh, okay. There
Just
we go.
Tease that. Anyway, that's coming up next segment. Kansas City at Minnesota tonight. So they start that series against the Twins. I'm actually heading out to Route 66 Stadium tonight, Rob, to I'm going to do a couple games this weekend for the Springbirds. Nice. And I'm going to watch the Wichita Springfield game tonight. So that's a little baseball in the area. Little Springfield
Wichita,
Cardinals.
The wind surge in town for a 6-game set. I was going to go back to the Cardinals real quick. Cardinals are only a game and a half out of the wild card. So they're not, because that National League is very tight. But I just think that I don't know. It's a lot of people to jump. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see on the Cardinals. But yes, wind surge tonight, or future Teletubbies, or what they're going to call themselves going forward. Turbo Tubs. They're in town tonight to take on the Cardinals for a week set here. They are the minor league affiliate. What are they? Twins minor league affiliate now? I can't remember what they are. Who their minor league affiliate is. Honestly, can't keep up with them anymore.
It's tough. It changes.
It moves every 2 years, right?
Yep.
So I think they're the Twins minor league affiliate. But anyway, they're in town. So yeah, go out and enjoy that.
No doubt about it.
They're doing that. You're not working tonight though, or are you just kind of observing?
Observing, yeah. Gonna kind of replace Jason for a couple of games this weekend. So
okay. There you go.
He's doing TV one game and taking a weekend off, I believe. Nice. He also does the USC football pregame and postgame show, the Southern Cal, that is.
Southern Cal.
Yep. Yeah. So he has some other stuff going on as well. So that's this week. Hey, big news on social media right now. One story trending, and he's going to be our guest tomorrow. Connor Onion, national sportscaster, will be with us tomorrow. Big news today or last night, it was announced that Connor is replacing Jason Benetti as the Fox Sports number 2 college football team. He'll be paired with RG3 on the Fox Sports number 2. Connor, there's some really good stuff said about him on social media. They think he'll be doing some NFL games here real quick. He's already doing Major League Baseball, and now he's bumped up to the number 2 football college broadcast team on Fox Sports. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. Going to be paired with RG3 on the broadcast.
What a great bump there. That's great. Can't wait to talk to Connor tomorrow about that. That's wonderful. That's an awesome promotion, because he'll be doing the big ones. It won't be Rutgers and
no
somebody. It's going to be big timers. He'll probably have Michigan at least, or Ohio State every other week probably. I would suspect, if he's on the Big Ten. That Fox has the Big Ten deal, right?
Well, that's what he's been doing, but this will be national, so this will be the big game. The
big game.
Oh yeah, he'll be doing all the big games this from now on. So he was doing Big Ten, which is not bad. Big Ten, not bad, but he did such a great job that they're bumping him up to national number 2 broadcast team in college football. So
of course that still will be Ohio State and Michigan, like I just said. Just on national TV.
That's right.
And that's awesome. Well, congratulations to him. Yeah, tomorrow that'd be great. Can't wait to talk to him about that.
We need to take a break here. We'll have our poll question of the day coming up. Could be about the big trade deadline coming up.
Oh, that sounds good to me. All right, we'll continue on the opening drive after this. You're listening to the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Play It Sports.
This is Rob Rodgers from the opening drive on ESPN The Jock. Each and every day as we lead up to the Bears football season, we have the Bear Tracker, where we'll highlight the coaches, the players, and all the statistics leading up to the 2026 Missouri State Bears football season.
Drip Drop is doctor-developed, proven fast hydration that helps your body and mind work better. Trusted by firefighters, medical professionals, and over 90% of top college and pro sports teams. Drip Drop is engineered to hydrate faster and more effectively than water alone, with 3 times the electrolytes of leading sports drinks. Stock up now at dripdrop.com and use promo code RADIO20 for 20% off your first order. That's dripdrop.com, promo code RADIO20.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You play for the win, not just on game day, every day. Channel that drive into your money. Robinhood puts you in control, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
Spring and summer storms in the Ozarks have been tough on your home. High winds, heavy rains, and hail can leave damage you may not see from the ground. For more than 20 years, ABC Roofing has helped Springfield area homes and business owners protect what matters most after the storms have passed. With honest inspections, quality work, and the highest level of integrity. If storms left you wondering about your roof, let the ABC team come take a look. ABC Roofing, keeping it simple for over 20 years.
Culinary history with Retro Metro. For centuries, lobster was a delicacy reserved for those living close to the coast. Today, you don't need an ocean view to enjoy it, just a table at Retro Metro. Introducing Bergen Ravioli. Fresh ravioli stuffed with lobster and cognac, served in a Thermidor blue cheese and spinach sauce that's creamy and rich and unforgettable. Discover the all-new dinner menu at Retro Metro.
I'm Chef Tiny, inviting you to Retro Metro for some giant flavors. Your table is waiting.
For America's 250th anniversary, Highland Dairy is honoring the values that built this country: service, sacrifice, and community. We're proud to partner with Folds of Honor to commit a $250,000 donation to help provide life-changing academic scholarships to families of America's fallen or disabled military and first responders. It's Highland's way of giving back to those who have given so much. Learn more at highlanddairy.com. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Did you know you can listen to all your favorite ESPN The Jock programs live at 969thejock.com? The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob, A Coach's Perspective with Jenny Hopkins, The High School Show, ESPNthejock.com.
We'd like to invite you to join us on The Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
The question is out, and the internet has opinions. We've put today's hottest sports topic up on X, and now it's time to see where you stand. The Sports Poll Question of the Day on The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock.
What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question. You ask a lot of stupid questions.
The Sports Poll Question of the Day on The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock.
All right, back on The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on a Tuesday morning, July 28th. Hope you're enjoying your early morning here. Looks a little overcast outside. Not really from my conservatory here, but, mostly outside when I look out a real window. So just be aware of that today. It's going to be hot and muggy, so make sure you're hydrating.
What if a deer looks in the back behind you there, Rob? I mean, have you ever seen one come up that close?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really?
For sure. Oh, yeah. We'll have, as long as my big dog doesn't see the deer, right? I got a Great Dane. So if my Great Dane sees the deer, it just goes like berserko, and I'm like hoping my windows hold the dog in the house, not to go chase the deer. But yeah, they'll come right up the back here. Yeah.
Now we know that there are actual bears in this area. Have you ever seen a bear in your neighborhood?
Yes, I have. I've seen a
bear.
We've had a black bear. My neighbor right next to us had a black bear, and in his front yard, about probably a year ago or so. Got pictures of it and everything. Yeah, there's bears out here.
Well,
there's a few bears running through the woods. My woods are pretty thick behind me here, so there's quite a few animals out in those parts.
That brings new meaning to the bear tracker feature we've got coming up, doesn't it?
100%. We track them right here. Yeah, I've not seen one on my property, but yeah, literally right next door. He sent to me a picture of about a year ago, bears hanging out in his front yard. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Wow.
I mean, because he's right on the road, so it's like right in his front yard. It wasn't like coming out of the woods. I'm like, it's hanging out in his front yard, and it's like where he mows and stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh.
That is amazing.
Pretty good size one too, I guess.
Well, we're by
the picture.
We are live on both Facebook and YouTube, and Rob is at his house. He's got some kid duties a couple days this week, so
yeah,
he's in he's showing off his home while he's doing the show, and going from room to room, which is pretty good because he has to pick up the equipment and move it, reconnect it. It takes a little time.
That's a pain. I don't even know how I get it done in 2 minutes. I haven't done it yet today. I'll do it here in a little bit. I got to mentally prepare, because if I'm sitting here just messing around, I'm like, oh shoot, we're going to come back from the show. I can't,
right.
I can't really, don't have time to move everything. But yeah, this is kind of clunky, to move around.
So you can see Rob's home if you tune in on Facebook or on YouTube, and let us know what you think. I mean, I think it's a beautiful room you've got there. That's a great broadcast room for sure.
It is. Echoes in here a little bit. Not, just with the windows up top and everything echoes, but it's not too bad.
Meanwhile, it's time for our poll question of the day. And this can be found on X, which Rob uses, or Twitter,
X,
which I use. Two different social media venues. X, you just type in x.com. Or for me, because I don't mind the work, I'm a workaholic, so I'll do the extra work to get the job done right. I type in Twitter and twitter.com, and it comes up. So you can do it either way, whichever suits you. 96.9 The Jock is our handle on either one of those venues. The question today, what's more important at the trade deadline, Rob? Is it an ace starting pitcher? Is it a lockdown closer? Is it a middle of the order bat, or better team defense? What is it?
Is this in general, or is this like Cardinals related?
In general, what's more important at the trade deadline? Obviously, every team's going to have a different need, but if most teams out there, just kind of look at it in general. Most teams out there, what are they looking for? A ace starting pitcher, a lockdown closer, middle of the order bat, or better team defense?
That's a great question, Tom. Never a stupid question, Tom, because you're right. Each team's different, but how many times, I'll just throw this one out. How many times have you seen someone trade for a middle of the order bat? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Middle of the order, a difference maker, a 3 or 4 hole at the trade deadline. I can't remember the last time that happened. Can you remember the last time it happened? Somebody trades for a 3 or 4 hole guy in the middle of the lineup. I mean, I think if you get one, that's great. Now, lockdown closer, yeah, we see those traded. Ace starting pitchers, yeah, we see those too. Defense, yeah, I'd say there's been a lot of trades in the history of baseball that's like, hey, we need to find that defensive replacement late in the game, that type of thing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The only time you see a middle of the order bat being traded is if a guy's on his last year of a contract.
Yep. And you got to get a haul for him, a middle of the order guy.
Yeah.
So I'd say probably lockdown closer is what I would go with, just because you can use them multiple days in the week, right? You need to finish out games. So I would probably say if there's let's use this example, Mason Miller for the Padres. If he's available, and there's been rumors he might be, if he's available, can you imagine the suitors for Mason Miller and what they'll get for him in the last couple months of the season? That's a big one. He'd be the one that's out there being floated around right now. That's kind of that's any relief pitching I know is traded at the deadline because everybody needs arms at the end.
Right. And you'll get a lot of those, setup guys, the long relievers. If they're effective, if they put up good stats, you'll get those traded easier than some other ones. But that doesn't mean it's the most traded during the deadline. We'll have to see this year what goes and what doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
As far as yesterday's poll question, which pitcher would you rather have on your team right now?
Oh, yeah.
It ended up Jason Mizorowski, 71% over Paul Skeens at 28%. Tariq Skubal, 0. Zip. Nada. Shut out.
Nobody wants him.
Nope.
Nobody wants him. He's chopped liver now. Nobody wants that guy. Mizorowski's pretty impressive. I think I told you yesterday, I would take all 3. If there's a draft and I got the 3rd pick, I would take Skubal in a heartbeat.
Oh gosh, yeah.
But if I was a Royals general manager, I'd skip him and go next to Lance McCullers. That's who I'd go with, because that's how we operate. Unbelievable. Just save money on the slot, basically, for the second round.
Yeah, you don't lose on any of those players.
No, those are all can't misses.
Yep.
That's a good one. That's a good question.
Hey, we've got some other. By the way, Mary Garton asked, "Who cleans all those beautiful windows at your compound?"
I have a maid.
I knew it wasn't you.
I have a maid that does all that. Yeah, I'm trying. this salary I get from Zimmer to do this, that's kind
helps
of what
out.
that goes to. Yeah.
Yep.
That pays literally for, like 30 minutes of work.
Mary, thanks for the question today. That's something I was going to ask too. There's a lot of windows there for sure.
A lot of windows. The dusting the books in the library yesterday. That's a lot of work too. I mean, that takes a lot of work. You don't read all those books all the time, right? They're just on the shelf. You don't want to pull them off and there's a bunch of dust. You want to make sure your books are clean when you're ready to read them.
And you want that rich mahogany to look, nice as well, shiny.
Yeah, use that wood oil stuff. It's pretty cool.
Absolutely. Hey, a couple other stories here. Congratulations to our good friend Wyatt Vincent.
Yeah.
Promoted to Class A St. Lucie of the Florida State League. He starts, his first game will be tonight.
Tonight, yeah,
yep.
Tonight, Tuesday night.
So Nick
Let's
says,
go Mets. Let's go Mets, right?
Nick says Wyatt Vincent promoted from the rookie league to Class A. He's only 19 years old. So he's got some time to continue producing in the Mets organization. Speed demon outfielder. Love that. Couple other stories before we take our break here. Patrick Mahomes, interesting. Chase Daniels yesterday, who's got a new gig with ESPN, evaluated video from Patrick Mahomes at the rookie camp yesterday in St. Joe, and said that Patrick didn't look right. And he's not going to look right. He just had knee surgery. But Chase Daniels, who was a Chief at one time, backup quarterback for the Chiefs, said that it's going to take some time, that he's not where he needs to be to start the season.
Well, I think that observation is probably correct. I mean, like you just said, I mean, it's he's just had major knee surgery, so he's not going to be out there looking like he's the Patrick Mahomes of old. So that's why this training camp is so important. It's going to take him a bit just to kind of get back in there. All the more reason getting Kenneth Walker III as your running back there is huge for the Chiefs. Got to take the load off. Patrick's going to have to realize that, and I know he does because he's a professional. He can't do everything all the time. That's why they're trying to upgrade. Logan Weber talked about this last week, right? On our Red Friday segment. Got to upgrade the receivers and you got to upgrade the running back. Well, we think they did both, but they have to upgrade the weapons package, because if you don't, he's going to think he has to do everything, and you can't throw it to Kelsey forever. So having a good running game, I think, will lessen the load. If the offensive line can hold and create holes, I think they'll be very successful. Kenneth Walker's proven he's a very durable back in this league.
What isn't proven is the new offensive line.
Yes.
A lot of question marks there. You can have the best back in the world, but if you don't have anybody up front blocking for him, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I agree. That's the big question mark, and we will probably be finding out some things about the Chiefs' offensive line here in the next couple of weeks. We'll get either some positive signals out of Chiefs camp, or we're going to get some warning signals out of Chiefs camp. They seem to be okay with their line that they have in place. So. And the depth. So we'll have to see how that works out.
Yep. So anyway, that was interesting. One other note that Daniels made was that it appeared, and again, this was a rookie camp. This wasn't their regular camp. This is just for the rookies, but Patrick Mahomes was there, which says a lot about Mahomes. But he indicated, noticed a lot of, taking snaps under center as opposed to shotgun snaps, which they think the Chiefs will go into more, under center type exchanges this year than they have in the past.
Well, I think that they will, because Kenneth Walker III.
Right.
I mean, I think that he's a traditional back. So, and now he can run out of the shotgun or the pistol or whatever they want to call it. He can do that, but he has been most effective with quarterback under center. So I think you're going to see I think that helps the Chiefs, because they're going to be Bieniemy. By the way, we want to talk about that here a little bit. And I suspect that's on your top stories with his wife, his son, that kind of thing. But I suspect Bieniemy has a package of under center plays, so it doesn't appear they're going to run every time. It'll be a play action type thing, and they'll figure that out.
Absolutely. A couple other little notes here. And I've been kind of keeping track of a couple former Lady Bear coaches. You remember Coach Mox was let go at Virginia?
Yeah.
They apparently Virginia and her reached a financial settlement, undisclosed financial settlement yesterday. She was fired right after the Sweet 16 appearance last year for Virginia, April 4th. And she had her first statement basically since being fired. She was a former Lady Bear coach who helped lead the team to a couple of Sweet 16s when she was in Springfield. But they reached financial settlement, and she appears to be happy. She'll sit out this year. But wanted to throw that out there. I actually reached out to Coach Abe. She's probably she doesn't know if she'll coach again. She's living in Florida and semi-retired. So the way that the game has changed and NCAA has changed the game for coaches and athletes, she doesn't know if she wants to get back in it.
You know, there comes a time in every career, Tom, and we know this. There comes a time where you have to make that hard decision. We talked yesterday to Travis about giving up NFL football, and he had to, right? There's a couple others we can make note of that. It comes a time, sometimes it's forced, sometimes it's not forced. But sometimes when you get forced, God shuts the door, opens another one. And maybe in that situation, Coach Abe's like, I've done this for a long. Remember, when she came here, she'd been coaching for a long time. And maybe there comes a time you're like going, you know what? I might just want to take a break. I want to do something else. It's happened to me, where you kind of go a different direction with your life and you just want to do something different. And that's why and I can tell you this, Tom, you've done this for a long time. You've done radio and media for a long time. This is what I was kind of trained to do back in the day, but I never did it. I did finance and other things. I did SID work there for a while. But when you look at your life and you sit there and go, maybe this road is done. Maybe I need to do something else. And maybe that's what Coach Abe is thinking right now. Maybe I need to just go down a different path for a while. And you've seen people make these career changes and do. She's so competitive. She's going to do great in any type of thing she does.
Sure. And I think she's made enough money that she can sit out a little while, may get into the WNBA or something like that. Yeah. But she'll find something. Could get into TV. She's good enough. Absolutely. She can get into TV and do something like that. And she's got two grown daughters now, one out of college and one just about to finish college. So spent some time with the family. Her husband is a NBA officials consultant. Yep. So he's got a pretty good gig. So they can afford to, have her sit out a little bit and just work on her suntan.
Spend some time, spend some time and catch some NBA games along the way, WNBA, what have you, and just kind of, I don't know, just not retire, but just retire. Just if you've got the means and or you want to just start a business or do something different, absolutely.
Cole Feaurbacher coming up after the break, part of our Bear Tracker Day 39. So we'll do that when we come back.
All right, it's the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you as always by Play It Again Sports.
Mornings in the Ozarks just got louder. Sports debates, hot takes, local legends, and your voice in the mix. It's the opening drive with Tom and Rob, weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock. The leaves aren't the only thing that can get brighter in the fall. 'Tis the season to play under the lights. At Play It Again Sports, football and soccer players reload every year with lots of new and gently used gear. From shoulder pads, helmets, mouthpieces, gloves, and footballs to soccer shoes, shin guards, shorts, and jerseys. If you play a fall sport, it's more than likely we'll see you soon at Play It Again Sports. When you trade in, you win. Play It Again Sports in the Fremont Shopping Center.
When your business depends on security, access, and durability, the details matter. At Robinson Fence Company, we've delivered dependable commercial fencing solutions in 9 different states. From industrial and high-security fencing to complex commercial installations, our crews work efficiently and comply with job site requirements. With a long-standing presence in Springfield, Missouri, and our office in Dallas, Texas, Robinson Fence is a trusted partner. Robinson Fence Company. Commercial strength, proven experience, professional fencing by professional people.
Hi, I'm Bill Dutton with Abacus.
And I'm Abe. Bill, when people hear accounting firm, what do they usually think?
Taxes, bookkeeping, basic compliance.
That's not the full picture with Abacus.
Not even close. At Abacus, accounting is just the foundation. We also provide CFO services, strategic business planning, controllership support, and even HR services.
HR surprises people. Why would we offer that?
Because your people and your numbers are connected. Hiring strategy, compliance, payroll structure, it all impacts profitability and growth.
So instead of juggling multiple advisors, our clients get one coordinated team that understands their entire business.
And that guidance helps our clients make smarter decisions.
Schedule a time to meet with an Abacus professional today. Visit us at abacuspro.com or call 417-823-7171 to learn more.
All right, there's your new AC unit. You should be all set.
What do you mean, should be?
Yep, you should be all set. Thanks and good luck.
And that's when you realized it wasn't such a good idea to go with one of the guys who had the AC unit for cheaper. Rogersville Heating and Cooling won't just chuck it in a truck, plug it in, and leave. They take the time to install and quality check everything they do, so you can come home to comfort with Rogersville Heating and Cooling. RogersvilleHVAC.net.
Your takes, your teams, your town. From hot stove baseball to big deal or not a big deal. Mornings belong to the opening drive with Tom and Rob. 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock. Don't just listen, be part of it.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the opening drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app. We're getting you ready for the 26th Missouri State Bears football season with our daily Bear Tracker. Find out what Casey Woods thinks, who the new players are, and what the schedule presents.
How about that? Cole jumps on here with his Cardinals hat during a football segment. Come on, Cole. Are you serious, man? Come on.
I know.
Hey.
I'm actually.
He didn't have audio, Tom. I don't hear his audio. Is it just me?
Yeah, it's you, Rob. So, Rob, call in. Cole, I appreciate the Cardinal cap. I can tell you that.
Thank you. I do too. I actually been a little upset watching them lately because they just went back to 500. And I was texting one of my old teammates, Andrew Link, who's a big Cardinals fan too, and we've been a little bummed out. We watched Jordan Walker win the home run derby, thought everything was going our way, and then it just has gone downhill since and after All-Star break.
Yeah, it really has. Right at 500 right now, and man, when you lose to the Cubs, man.
Yeah, and Cubs, Reds, not a good stretch.
Absolutely not. Well, you've got a new gig at Glendale High School, your alma mater. So we're gonna talk about that. First off, can you update us on Bears football? You've been a part of that program for a while, a few years. What do you see with the team coming in this year?
Yeah. I've been talking about them a lot recently, but I love the team and what they have. Actually, I really love the coaches. Coach Woods is great. The offensive coordinator is also great. I think what they're doing there is the right thing. They got a really good quarterback room, one that I love being a part of, and I really like the offense. It's going to be a little bit faster than what it has in the past. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I wouldn't be surprised if they came out and did something really good. They have a really good team. That's all I can say.
Yeah, you were right there with Jacob Clark last year. I told Rob we were traveling to games, and you guys sat up there in the front next to each other, had a chance to pick his brain. And I know you guys were close friends. Have you heard from him? How's he doing out in Vegas?
Yeah, I actually was talking to him a little bit yesterday. I told him, let me know how camp goes, and he said, will do. And so we talk, I would say, probably weekly, maybe, every other week, especially anytime there's good golf on. We both like to watch golf. Anytime there's like a major, any big tournament, we'll kind of talk, just go through the day or what happened. So it's not always about football, but yeah, I love to still actually just pick his brain, hear what he has to say about what's been going on for him, kind of at the next level and how things are. And I don't think he could be in a cooler situation with like Kirk Cousins, Fernando Mendoza, Aiden O'Connell over there. So I'm actually really just excited for him.
Rob, you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
All right. So, Cole, you're moving on to Glendale and the staff of Frank Tristan, who's amazing, one of my good friends. Of course, you went to school there. Tell me a little bit about what your role is going to be there and kind of what you see going ahead there at Glendale.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to help in any way I can. Obviously, he's got me specifically with the quarterbacks, but anything that I can do offensively to help him and the offensive coordinator, Coach Heeman, is what I'm going to try to do. I try to bring as much detail as I can, but it's a little bit different. You're going from being around an offense with, Coach Petrino and then Coach Woods, and then you got to go down and you're like, man, I got to remember some of these kids are just 14 years old. So try to have fun. That's the biggest thing. I said earlier, there's nothing more fun than Friday Night Lights with your friends and your family and the stand, things like that. Biggest thing is have fun, but I just want to get on or just kind of learn a few details or just some simple things I think can help them as players, quarterbacks. And I also just want to be around these guys and create good character too. And that's most important.
They put up some yards through the air last year. I know probably be a different quarterback this year, but a very talented receivers room at Glendale. Tell us a little bit about their offense.
Yeah, their offense is still explosive. When I was there, obviously it was 5 wide, but they'll still always keep 4 receivers out there. They'll have a running back, and the running back's an explosive player too, and they're going to run the ball and make sure that they keep a defense balanced. But they got a lot of different ways to get really good players the ball, and just like you said, they've got 2 seniors coming back that are both Division I level, I would say, and Trevor Heeman and Joel Rover. And those guys, they can get it and go. So they can take the top off, or you can give it to them, kind of just on some little quick screen, maybe give it to them right now, and they'll run, make a guy miss, and then they're gone. So it'll be tough to see, or it'll be tough for other defenses, I guess, to have to come back, deal with that again. And now they're both going to be a little bit older, a little more experienced. And I think we have good players that are going to surround them too with that receiving core. So it'll be interesting to see what the defenses are going to do against them.
There's also a Feaurbacher offensively at Glendale. I think a different position than you played.
Yeah. My little brother, he plays receiver. He plays in the slot. We might move around everywhere, but he helps out there receiver, and he'll be on there with him and Trevor Joel. And then, we have a lot of good players. We'll have Coach Tristan's son, Hayes, is going to be a really solid player for us. I think we got another kid named Ben. And there's a couple more that I'm sure I'm forgetting. And I hate that I am, but it's my second week. I'm still learning names. So, but we got a ton, but no, my brother, he's been great. He's a good player. He tried quarterback, and then I remember he was talking to my dad, and he was like, "Dad, I don't think I want to be a quarterback." And so it helped me because I always brought him out there in the off season, and if I was like, we're throwing, like, he's catching. So I always had somebody to always catch for me, and I'll always appreciate that. And that was probably the main reason why I took the job when it was offered, was just to be around him more and to be around his friends more. I just was like, not very many people can say they get to coach their brother and be around him like that. So I'm really excited to do that with him, and hopefully he's excited to have me there. He might be like, man, can this guy get away from me? I don't know, but I hope he's.
What I was thinking is if he back talks, you're going to make him run extra wind sprints or something like that. That's what I was thinking.
Well, yeah, I'm going to tell him you can't call me Cole or whatever. You just call me Coach now.
Yeah, you're right. The name is Coach.
Or sir.
No, I do have some kids. They'll be like, sir, or they'll call me Coach. And I'm like, listen, like, I'm only like 5-6 years older than you guys. You guys can just call me Cole. So I don't even go by Coach, to be honest with you.
Well, the big question is, Cole, what does the quarterback room look like for Glendale?
Yeah, we got a senior, a sophomore, and a freshman. They're all really good players, and that's been a really nice part of what's been going on. Our freshmen can actually really throw the ball well. So even when we have to intermingle or do some things, or we want some of our older guys or older quarterbacks to go down and do other things, our freshman can step up and make throws and puts the ball. He's got a tight spiral, a good throw. So we got 3 good ones. Obviously, anytime a quarterback leaves, no matter what, it's always a competition for the next guy up. But we have a senior that I think is doing a really good job named Will Ross. And he really knows how to lead the guys and lead the group. And then our sophomore Ryder, he has a ton of talent. Bigger, stronger kid, probably about my height actually. He's about 6'3", and he's just he's learning, but he's good too. So we've got depth there, and it'll be fun to just see how it all plays out, but just to watch these guys no matter where they're at. And so I'm excited to see how it goes.
So Cole, could you have played another year at Missouri State?
Yes, sir, I could have.
How was that decision? What was the decision based on?
Yeah, it was tough, and I went through spring with Coach Woods and Coach Kalla, and I didn't really think about it. When you're in spring football, when you're in football, you're in football. There's nothing else to think about. You wake up, you got to do it or go to your classes, and especially I know they're about to have fall camp coming up. So, I mean, it's all day. And then I got done with spring, and I was still feeling good, but my decision had nothing to do with, coaches, parents, family, girlfriends, whatever. It was nothing about anything outside. It was just personal and just with me. And I kind of felt like maybe I was ready to move on to do something different. And I've been coaching for a while, doing other different coaching things. And I started doing some quarterback training. I was doing 7-on-7 coaching. And I just, a lot of people would tell me man, I think you have a knack for coaching. I'm like, yeah, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then I kind of just got into it. I started to really like it. And I'm not saying I left playing just to coach. I didn't know I was necessarily going to coach for Glendale this year. But I realized that, I might have a different path with football that might not be playing. And luckily, Coach Tristan did text me, and I got this opportunity. But I think I just kind of found a different path with football. But I know I still want to be around football. I still love everything that, entails with football.
You going to be teaching there as well?
No, I will not be.
So what are you still going to school then?
So I graduated too. Yep. I got done and I graduated. I just finished up actually 2 days ago with some summer classes. And no, I do some other things with coaching. I did a lot of quarterback training and some other, side training over the summers. I've had some internships and some other businesses as well that I've enjoyed doing. So I'm kind of just feeling everything out, but making sure I have whatever I do, I've got enough time to go and be around football and be around these guys and help out Coach Tristan in any way I can.
So what was your thoughts? You were part of the transition into Conference USA. What'd you think of that football last year?
I mean, it was fun because there was a lot of hype around it, but I do remember us, kind of sitting around and we were, you're kind of judging the quality of play. And there were some good teams, but, I think some people don't realize the Valley was a tough conference. The Missouri Valley Conference is not, it's not just, just because it's FCS, it isn't just, any game, whatever. Having to play, and now, North Dakota State's in the Mountain West and doing their thing too. But some of those teams, at the top, and even some of those teams in the middle of the pack, we just watched Illinois State go on a run in the playoffs. And so I think being in a conference like that really prepares you for a step up. But just the atmosphere, I mean, people that don't watch or maybe understand football or conferences that much, and they just hear a lot of people hype up FBS, this and that. So, I mean, just the atmosphere, the culture, it was fun. And to play those, Wednesday night games and do those things like that, we had a lot of fun.
The national TV thing was a big part of that, right?
Right.
Joining Conference USA, and you get your spotlight on Wednesday night or whatever night it is during the week. And I think that was kind of the biggest thing. I was saying quality of play. You're exactly right. The Missouri Valley Conference is basically the SEC of the FCS, right? And there's every week in, week out, it's a dogfight. And that league itself could be an FBS league. I mean, if you think about on the football side. But I think the biggest thing is the Wednesday nights. The shine. You talk about Friday Night Lights. You guys got Wednesday Night Lights. You're playing New Mexico State on a Wednesday night. Everybody's watching you, and everybody wants to be you on, the NCAA college football game, right? So that's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of perks to it, and it's funny, those Wednesday night games. Those people who like to bet, or they don't have really anything else to do, and so we would always laugh. Like me and Jacob, we'd go through like people texting him on different social medias and being like, I got, this on you, you better do this. We would just laugh because there is nothing else to do on Wednesday nights. Like if you bet, like that's what you did. So we enjoyed that. We always thought that was really funny, and we'd laugh some of our teammates like, man, like we got some people watching these games now. So no, that is, you're right. It did bring a lot more people to know who Missouri State was around the country for sure.
Hey, Cole, we appreciate you joining us. Best of luck this season. I think we've got 2 or 3 Glendale broadcasts here on the Jock this year, so we will definitely see you at the football field.
Awesome. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thanks, Cole. Take care.
Cole Feaurbacher, he is the new quarterback coach at Glendale High School, former Bear quarterback as well, part of our Bear Tracker. We're going to take a break, top of the hour sports, and coming up at 8 o'clock, Cody Pentacost. He is the new baseball coach at C of O. He'll join us on the program, all brought to you by Play It Again Sports. Play It Again Sports, located in the Fremont Shopping Center. They sponsor the program here on ESPN The Jock.
Do you owe back taxes or have unfiled tax returns? The IRS won't quit until they get your money. Here's great news, fresh from those in the know. Major changes have happened at the IRS. If you owe more than $10,000, you may be eligible for a 99% reduction of what you owe. Haven't filed a return for a while? Their happy clients are talking.
The IRS was going to levy my bank account, but Guardian was able to prevent that and fix all my IRS issues. Thanks again, Guardian Tax.
Need relief from crushing tax debt? The IRS now has special programs. Guardian Tax knows all about them. Personal or business, this is the fresh new break you've been hoping for.
We aren't the company you call when you need a hug because you're scared of the IRS. Guardian Tax is the company that wins when you need it most.
Guardian Tax Service is really great to work with. They really help me out. I'd recommend them highly.
Call now for a free confidential consultation. 800-505-4326. 800-505-4326. 800-505-4326.
It may be a small crack in your driveway now, but let it last longer and you'll be driving over huge gaps. Don't do that to your tires. Get it solved now with All Sealed Up Sealing and Striping. They can do asphalt seal coating, crack sealing, paving and repair, and more from a local team that cares about protecting your asphalt and not a fly-by-nighter that only cares about making a buck. Got cracks in your driveway or parking lot? Call All Sealed Up Sealing and Striping. Visit allsealedupasphalt.com.
The National Heirloom Expo has been called the World's Fair of Pure Food. September 27th and 28th at Baker Creek Heirloom Seed Company in Mansfield. Enjoy over 1,000 varieties of rare fruits, vegetables, herbs, and flowers, plus expert speakers, vendors, live music, local food, farm tours, and America's largest seed swap. Heirlooms are varieties worth celebrating. September 27th and 28th in Mansfield. Tickets and more info at rareseeds.com. That's rareseeds.com.
Your red, white, and red code word this hour is field. Enter now at 969thejock.com or on the Jock app. This is KBFL Springfield, K245CA Springfield.
Springfield's Total Sports Station, ESPN The Jock, with this local sports center update with Don Luzader.
Springfield Cardinals back home tonight to open a 6-game series against the Wichita Wind Surge at Route 66 Stadium. 7:05 first pitch tonight. The Cardinals are in first place in the second half standings of the Texas League North Division. The wife of Kansas City Chiefs offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy shot allegedly by the couple's son Sunday night at the family's home in Virginia. Mia Bieniemy, who is 57, was in the hospital in stable condition on Monday. Police in Loudoun County, Virginia, confirming that a woman was being treated for serious injuries. Elijah Zion Bieniemy, 27 years old, was arrested and charged with malicious wounding and use of a firearm, commission of a felony. Chiefs coach Andy Reid saying after Monday's practice, our hearts go out to Eric Bieniemy. You hate to see these things happen. I'm Don Luzader on the Jock.
The Sports Center update is brought to you by ABC Roofing. Keeping it simple. abcroofing.net.
Springfield weather on the Jock.
Happy Tuesday. Today's going to be another warm day in the middle 90s. 95 degrees today in Springfield. Our skies will become mostly cloudy as we go through the day today. We'll also find a northeast breeze developing this afternoon. Areas west of Highway 65 may squeak out an isolated rain shower, but most spots will be staying dry today. Middle 70s overnight tonight. For Ozarks First, I'm meteorologist Tom Schmidt.
This is Rob Rodgers, the co-host of The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock. Can you smell it now? The hot dogs, the green grass on the field. It must be baseball season. And where can you find the best baseball coverage in the Ozarks? Right here on ESPN The Jock.
Spring and summer storms in the Ozarks have been tough on your home. High winds, heavy rains, and hail can leave damage you may not see from the ground. For more than 20 years, ABC Roofing has helped Springfield area homes and business owners protect what matters most after the storms have passed. With honest inspections, quality work, and the highest level of integrity. If storms left you wondering about your roof, let the ABC team come take a look. ABC Roofing, keeping it simple for over 20 years.
Did you know you can listen to all your favorite ESPN The Jock programs live at 969thejock.com? The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob, A Coach's Perspective with Jenny Hopkins, The High School Show, ESPNthejock.com.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
Opening Drive.
It's Opening Drive.
Opening Drive.
It's the Opening Drive.
It's smart, it's local, and it's a whole lot of fun. Real opinions, real laughs, and real connection to the Ozarks every single morning. From breaking down the biggest games to celebrating the best of the Ozarks, debating the poll question of the day, and reacting to your messages live. This is sports radio done differently. The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
All right. Back on the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. So glad you're along to ride with us. And we've got Cody Pentacost on the line on video. How you doing today, my friend?
Oh, it's a beautiful morning in the Ozarks, and excited to be here. Thanks for having me on.
Happy to have you on, Cody. Rob, of course, from his palatial home in Ozark, and
sometimes.
There he is.
That's kind of cool.
You were cutting out a little bit there, Rob. Sorry about that.
No problem. We're here.
Yeah, there you are. Cody, wanted to talk to you about the new gig. Of course, you have officially taken over as the head baseball coach at C of O. How has that gone for you? What's the work been like during the off season for you?
Yeah, honestly, it's been a blast. I'm not sure who planned it this way, but we decided to actually kick off all of our summer camps on day one of me taking over, and that was a little bit of an adventure. So we had lots of our youth camps. We had junior high camp. We had a high school tournament that we were hosting, and all of that happened within the first 2 weeks of me stepping in as the new head baseball coach. And so honestly, up to this point, it's just been a lot of getting the chance to experience a lot of that, hop into some recruiting, and really get to connect on our guys on kind of a different front. Cause I've been at C of O for the last 2 years as an assistant. So still already kind of know and have familiarity with our guys. So it's not necessarily jumping in to a new situation or, different scenarios there, but maybe just connecting on with our guys on a little bit of a different perspective this summer, which has been a really good opportunity. So I've had a lot of fun.
So have you had to fill positions on the staff as well as roster spots?
Yeah, we, kind of one of those things that's really nice. We were able to add, a couple of coaching spots, but for the most part, it's gonna stay pretty familiar. One thing that's really nice is, Neil Richardson was at College of the Ozarks for 12 years, and 11 of those 12 years, Justin McMillan served as the pitching coach and really the recruiting coordinator through that whole process. Justin is staying on with us and has decided to maintain that role as the pitching coach and recruiting coordinator. And then, we've been looking to fill some other coaching spots as well, and had some success with that. And so, really excited to move forward with that. Honestly, one thing that's nice is, Justin has been coaching for he's been in the game for close to 30 years as a coach in the area. So a lot of experience that I'm really excited to tap into. Moving into, I've been coaching at the college level for 8 years, but this is my first head coaching job. And so it's kind of one of those things that's nice to have a little bit of that experience, but doing something new. And so, then also one of our other assistant coaches that we're bringing on is another local product, actually Josiah Jones, which played high school ball here in the area, played a little bit at SBU, and has actually been coaching at the high school level the last few years. And he's a young guy making the jump to the college level to help out with us coming up. And so really excited to just kind of see a little bit of diversity within our coaching staff as well. So really excited about that.
And then roster-wise, recruiting's kind of a year-round thing, isn't it? You never stop recruiting.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Actually, I've heard this. It's been several years, but I heard this from actually my good friend Chuck Heppola over at Evangel. He's their head football coach over there. He said one time, and I'll never forget it, that recruiting is a lot like shaving. If you don't do it every day, you're not going to look very good. And that's something I've held on to, and something that I definitely believe. And so, we've definitely been kind of hit the ground running mentality this summer with all of those things. And so we've been doing a lot of recruiting in the 2027 starting 2028 class, which that's one thing I was kind of thankful for, is all of our 2026 recruiting was done before this summer. We really didn't have many spots left to move forward with as we finished up the season. So we've been done with our 2026 class for a while now, and excited to kind of move forward into the future of Bobcat baseball for sure.
It's different. College Ozarks is a different recruiting process, of course. Hard work, you. So tell me the difference between maybe recruiting to College Ozarks as opposed to another place, Michigan, for example, where you were before.
Yeah. So the real difference is just because of a lot of things that happen within the school, right? Like C of O is a unique place because of different things that you have to do as a student. And that doesn't necessarily change just because you're an athlete. And so we're really looking for guys that want the opportunity to have a little bit of a holistic college experience, because the reality is you're not going to come to C of O just to play baseball. The academic side of things is very important, and so we're looking for guys that have the desire to take the next step in their academic career. But then there's also that work element that comes with being a student at College of the Ozarks, where we do have the work education program. So that is the same thing that all of our athletes have to do, the same thing that a regular student has to do, with working on campus in an on-campus workstation. But it's one of those things that truly our guys adjust to that really, really well, as long as they know and understand what is going on, what they're signing up for, and what the expectation is. And so, our guys really dive into that work program really, really well. And so that's something we're looking for, the guy that wants that holistic college experience ultimately, and also an opportunity to graduate debt free from school as well.
Yeah, that's a great sales point. Not having bills after you get out, or at least college loans after you get out of school. You have your degree. But another thing is you've got a beautiful campus and really nice facilities there as well.
Oh, yeah. We honestly take it for granted, I think, a lot of the times, because our campus really is a hidden gem in the Branson area. And so that's something, if you've never checked out the campus at C of O, I definitely recommend that you make it down there. Take advantage of the Keeter Center on campus, our on-campus restaurant and hotel, and then just the sightseeing and different things that the campus has to offer. It's amazing for a school our size to be able to offer the things that we do. I think is really special. And so that's one of those things that's really nice. And then, yeah, I mean, again, for our size of school, the facilities that we've been blessed with has been an awesome thing to take advantage of, and to have the opportunity to have a fully turfed field and indoor facilities and different resources at our disposal for, again, a school our size is definitely something that we cherish for sure, because we know that not everybody has the opportunity to utilize that.
So, Cody, tell us about your season last year. You guys played, I know, in national tournament at the end of the season. Talk a little bit about the season and what you got coming back.
Yeah, honestly, we weren't really sure what to expect going into the last season, because we entered the season with 27 freshmen and sophomores on our roster. Lots of young guys, which in the landscape of college athletics as a whole is a little bit of an anomaly anyways. That doesn't happen too often. And so it was really a pretty high expectation for our young guys, and truly they stepped up and really performed well under kind of that pressure of being the young team, especially in our conference, which is one of the toughest NAI conferences in the country. To just really kind of approach the game with zero fear. They really just did really well. And so we ended up having a 30-win season with a young squad. And that was actually, I think that was the fifth 30-win season in the last 6 years, 6 or 7 years for C of O. And so, it's something that's been really cool to just kind of see that tradition grow. And so we lost some key pieces, but we also have a lot of guys returning from a really a successful season from a lot of young guys. And so, yeah, we were able to make a run in the conference tournament. Ended up losing to our number one seed, Texas Wesleyan, who won the regular season conference schedule, and then actually was able to qualify for the NCCAA World Series, and enjoyed that experience as well. And so, for us to have a lot coming back, and then some new pieces to kind of be added to the mix, we're really excited about the future of Bobcat baseball, to say the least.
So what do the guys do during the off season? Do many spend the summer down in Branson, in the Hollister Branson area?
It just kind of depends for our group of guys. We have a handful that are actually on campus, and they're actually working on campus during the summer and doing some things that way. And so they're also able to utilize our facilities, our weight room, and different things like that while they're on campus. Then we've also got some guys that are doing internships and things like that. Because again, like I mentioned, some academic side of things at C of O is there's got some expectations there. And so some of our guys are taking full advantage of that with some really high quality internships over the summer. And then we do have some guys playing some summer ball, getting some reps, and also doing some workouts kind of along with that. So it really is a variety of things that our guys are involved with over the summer. So I love that. Again, it's kind of one of those things that's about the holistic approach to that college experience that you're getting at C of O. And we've got guys doing a little bit of everything.
As far as your background, interesting background here recently, while you've been coaching, you've also kind of worked with the FCA. I'm sure with this new role, you had to give up a little bit of that. Talk about that background and how that's helped you with this new role.
Yeah, I feel like, the last 10 and a half years, actually, I've been serving on staff full time with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes in Springfield. And thankfully, that's also allowed for me to coach during that time. Most of my time with FCA, I've also been coaching too. But with my role with FCA, I actually feel like it prepared me a lot for this role to jump into coaching full time, just because it truly allowed for me to be around some high quality coaches, high quality programs, and really see how they work and operate, and kind of be that spiritual mentor for a lot of high level coaches and athletes in the Springfield area. And so just being able to kind of witness some of that, walk through some things on a spiritual standpoint, I just feel like that has just allowed for me to really gain some very beneficial insight to this coaching world, the college athletic scene, and things along those lines. And so I actually do plan to take a lot of what I've learned over the last 10 years on staff with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes and just kind of move that into a coaching realm. And I'm excited to now kind of get the chance to actually practice what I preach, so to speak. I've been working with coaches for 10 years on different things, on how they can handle certain situations and how they can interact with their players and parents and all of these different elements of coaching that are not just X's and O's. And so I'm actually really looking forward to kind of implementing a lot of those tools and resources that I've developed and learned about through being in full-time ministry in that sports scene with FCA as well. And so it's something I'm really looking forward to being able to get the chance to do that.
I know, Rob, we're having some issues with Rob's mic, but he wanted to ask you about the mission trip you took. Either you went on or your team went on here recently, how that went?
Yeah, so I have gotten the chance to actually, through FCA, my role with that ministry, gotten the chance to take multiple mission trips, which my background being baseball, that's been the easiest way for us to do that. And so actually, we have typically taken some FCA teams, and then before I came to C of O, I also coached at Mission University here in Springfield. I've also taken some teams from Mission when I was coaching there. The goal is to also start taking some teams from C of O on some mission trips too. But yeah, actually at the beginning of July, we ended up taking a high school group This was a little different for me, but was an awesome experience. We took a high school group from New Covenant Academy through FCA to the Dominican Republic for a week of ministry there, and that was actually my 8th trip to the Dominican Republic with FCA, and honestly, I don't suspect it's going to be my last, because that has easily become one of my all-time favorite places to visit in the whole world. We actually work closely with FCA staff that live in the Dominican Republic. And so we are able to do just some different things with them ministry-wise. This trip in particular with the high school team, we played 4 games against some Dominican teams. Then in the afternoons, we actually did some youth camps, which those youth camps, they varied from 30 kids to, I think some of them even had like close to 100 kids that were at these youth camps. And then we just kind of did a few other things that like our FCA staff needed help with ministry-wise that week. And in kind of those opportunities, so after every game and after every clinic, one of the guys on the trip would actually then share a little bit of their story, their faith journey with the kids. And that would be, we had a translator there that would share in Spanish of what the guys were talking about. And then we would also get the chance to share the gospel as well and do that. And it's just a really cool experience. I know it's really impactful for the ministry of FCA in the Dominican Republic, but it's also really impactful for the guys that we get the chance to actually take on the trip, because they get to experience just a completely different culture, but also baseball in a completely different culture, which is very eye-opening and can definitely be life-changing as well. So it was an awesome trip this last time around, and love my time getting to go to the Dominican Republic when I get the chance.
Great story. Hey, Cody, we appreciate you being on with us this morning. Congratulations, obviously, again on the new gig with C of O, and wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, thank you guys. Again, always appreciate the opportunity, and love tuning in.
All right, Cody Pentacost. Hey, Cody, I did want to mention, too, I know your GPS only goes to Lebanon, but you might program it to Springfield, Ozark, Nixa, too. I know you have a bias towards your alma mater in Lebanon when you're recruiting, right?
Oh yeah, it's hard not to, but at the same time, don't you worry. There's lots of, and this is what I'm excited. Hey, check out Bobcat baseball, because one thing that we've been really committed to is recruiting the best local talent in the Springfield area and the Ozarks, and we're seeing that happen. So definitely something we want to continue on.
Sounds good. Hey, thanks a lot, Cody. We appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Cody Pentacost, again, new head baseball coach at C of O, joining us on the program. We're going to take a break, brought to you by Play It Again Sports. Rob will be back. He's actually with us on video. Had a little issue with his phone, so we'll get him back here for Show Me the Money. That is coming up next right here on ESPN The Jock and the opening drive with Tom and Rob. Going out of town? Take ESPN The Jock with you at 969thejock.com. You can hear the best of the Ozarks with Chef Tiny, Full Throttle with Craig Stagner, or the opening drive with Tom and Rob. ESPNthejock.com.
When it comes to your next build or remodel, you need a team that shows up ready to win. In Springfield, that team is Edge Supply. From Blanco kitchen sinks to Delta faucets to freestanding bathtubs that steal the show, Edge Supply has the team, the experience, and the inventory to deliver. Contractor or do-it-yourselfer, no matter if it's a fixer-upper or a full custom build, Edge Supply is your home court advantage, because Edge Supply plays to win. EdgeSupply.com.
Summer road trip season is here, and before you load up the family and hit the highway, stop by C&C Automotive. Right now, get a free oil and filter change with any brake job. It's a great way to make sure your vehicle is ready for all those summer miles ahead. And the summer heat, too. Take advantage of C&C Automotive's summer special and save 25% on a complete AC system check and service. That's a free oil and filter change with your brake job, plus 25% off AC service. Call C&C Automotive today and get summer ready.
Your home is where life happens. It's where kids play, pets roam, and memories are made. Since 1978, Robinson Fence Company has taken pride in building fences the right way. Every fence we build reflects our commitment to doing honest work for our neighbors. With over 4,000 fences installed, our experience speaks for itself. Rooted right here in Springfield and our office in Dallas, Texas, we're proud to be a hometown company. Robinson Fence Company. Family owned, locally trusted. Professional fencing by professional people.
Life's stressful enough, so when something unexpected happens, it's that much worse. That's why it's important that you're covered by Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent David Kinsman. He's not your typical insurance agent. He will fight for you. He's also a local and understands his community. Whether it's home and auto insurance to life and business, he has you covered on all fronts. So when something happens, don't sweat, because David Kinsman has your back. Google David Kinsman, Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance today.
To some, traditional media is vintage. To others, digital is the shiny new toy. We say, why pick a side when you can dominate using both? Radio builds trust and love for your brand. Digital delivers precision and numbers. Combine them, and suddenly you're everywhere your customers are. It's all about what works. And nobody knows that better than we do. You know business. We grow business. ZimmerCommunications.com.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the opening drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
Follow the dollars, the deals, and the drama. Contracts, TV money, NIL, and the business behind the games we love. This is Show Me the Money.
Show me the money!
On the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock.
Yes, indeedy. Can you hear us?
I can, but I can't hear my headphones, so I don't know what that's all about. As long as you can hear me, that's fine.
Yeah, you're muted a little bit for some reason. You got it turned up. You got the mic turned up.
Can you hear me now?
Oh,
Can you hear me
gosh,
now?
Yes.
Ooh.
Too loud. Too loud.
What's that number supposed to be on here, Tom? 0? I can't tell.
No, you got to turn it up a little bit. I think you turned it down at that last break.
Now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Yes,
hey, all right. Show me the money. All right. Yeah, I get used to this whole Comrex thing, how this thing works. The first thing is you hit the connect button in the morning when you start. That enables us to actually talk to each other. So, just a rookie mistake. Distracted by all the deer walking by today. So, show me the money. Hey, I've got some good stuff today. I know, Tom, you've got some things as well.
Yes.
So the biggest thing I've got today is Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban, as you know, former owner of the Oakland A's. Or no, I'm sorry, not Oakland.
What?
The new owner of the Oakland A's,
Dallas Mavericks.
Mavericks,
yes.
And Shark Tank guy, right? He, along with Atlanta Falcons minority owner Rashawn Williams, buying into the A's. Okay, now we've talked about that before because here's the thing: Mark Cuban has wanted to buy his hometown team, the Pittsburgh Pirates, for a number of years. And people in Pittsburgh want him to buy the Pirates, yet the Pirates owner unwilling to sell. So Cuban goes out and buys a minority interest in the Oakland A's. Well, not the Oakland A's, just the A's, soon to be Las Vegas A's.
Sacramento,
wherever they're actually, it's so funny. They're just called the Athletics now
right.
when on everything, right? They valued the Athletics, the A's, at $2 billion. They did not disclose what the stake is, but it's been reported that it's a substantial stake, possibly up to 25% of the team. And that's a big deal because they're moving to Vegas, obviously. They're building a stadium in Vegas. And if you know that Wilson, who's the owner of the A's, is one of the richest people in the world, actually. But yet he doesn't run his team like he's one of the richest guys in the world. But Cuban, I think, lately, this is what we're hearing from Mark Cuban. Of course, he's invested heavily in Indiana University, right, in the NIL program. He's an Indiana grad. He's wanted to own a Major League Baseball team, again, for probably, I'd say, 15, 16 years now. He gets the opportunity to be a part owner with a future, what we're reporting, a future opportunity to take majority ownership of the future team called the Las Vegas A's. So that's interesting. They're buying it through a private equity firm. So right now it's an investment, but I think they see the potential of what the A's can do in Las Vegas. So that's a big story out there now. Again, the A's valued at $2 billion. That will definitely go up once they get their stadium open in Las Vegas. We've seen every Vegas team, starting with the Vegas Golden Knights, the first professional team in Las Vegas, be successful as far as building out their values. The Las Vegas Aces of the WNBA is one of the most valued WNBA franchises out there. And of course, the Vegas Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders, moving also from Oakland. Mark Davis has capitalized on that with his state-of-the-art Death Star Stadium, Allegiant Stadium, and he has opened up his team to private equity ownership and minority owners, including Tom Brady, among others. So I think everybody's seeing the value of Las Vegas as far as being a professional sports destination. So Cuban and Falcons owner buying a stake in the A's. That's big news as far as Major League Baseball is concerned.
No doubt about it. Speaking of Las Vegas, Rob, and I've got some college information here. Mm-hmm. The UNLV men's basketball team apparently is for sale.
Yes. Saw that.
Did you see that? That's crazy.
I did. It's awesome, actually.
I think they want $10 million to buy the UNLV men's basketball team.
The Runnin' Rebels are for sale for $10 million a year. That's a year, by the way. So yes. That's to fund their NIL budget for a year. It's ingenious if you think about it, Tom, because these players are for sale, right? And I think the coach of he used to be the coach at Purdue, I think. Painter, is that him? I can't remember, but anyway, the coach at UNLV says this. He goes, "Hey, why bring an NBA team to Las Vegas when you just buy the Running Rebels for $10 million a year?" And if you think about it from a financial standpoint, let's just say you fund that program for 10 years. That's $100 million. No, it's not even. Yeah, $100 million, $10 million a year for 10 years, $100 million. You're still think about how much you're going to have to pay for an NBA franchise to get that. I mean, I don't know what did we discuss was the NBA franchise fee? Did we say it's $1 billion?
Oh yeah, it was billions, I believe.
So you got to fork over $1 billion just the right to play in the NBA when you can fund UNLV for a long time. You could basically be the benefactor of UNLV. If you think about it, $10 million a year for some of these rich people, that's nothing for them. These sports equity owners, private equity owners.
Well,
I think you'll start seeing that a lot more.
So as I just report that, Rob, I looked it up. Josh Pastner, Pastner, Josh Pastner now says UNLV is not for sale. So after days of saying that they were for sale, now he says they're not.
That's the university saying, "Hey, you can't do that.
Right.
You can't throw out there, hey, we're for sale." But let me tell you something right now. The administration at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, if someone strokes them a check for $10 million today, they're not going to turn it away. Okay, that's all. It's all the verbiage of what he said, but it makes sense if you think about it, because if we're going to sit here and play this game that these kids are going to school, that's fine. You want to play that game, that's fine. You're buying teams. Look at. Remember we had that comment that Arkansas dropped their tennis program originally, right? Cost them what, $2.5 million a year, and we made the joke that that's a point guard for Calipari's team, right? On the Arkansas, that's just a point guard, right? Or that's a quarterback. That's a backup quarterback for Arkansas's football team. You're talking $10 million to $12 million a year to fund an NIL budget for a major college basketball program. And your return on investment is you make money on that. I mean, if you negotiate some rights or a little piece of the licensing and that kind of thing along with the NIL, you make some money on the jersey sales or something like that. That's a good investment.
Well, speaking of that, you just brought up a point I was going to bring up. Two other universities have, in fact, announced deals for jersey patches. The University of Illinois now has a 5-year, $30 million jersey patch deal with Bussy Bank.
It's a big bank up there, yeah.
That was brokered by Learfield, the same Learfield that I work for, doing Missouri State games. I sent this deal to Corey and Jesse Kirkpatrick. I said, guys, pressure's on.
Yeah.
5-year, $30 million at Illinois. And then Ohio State, just this morning, 40 minutes ago, Sports Business Journal says they're about to announce a sponsorship agreement with J.P. Morgan Chase to fund the school's 36 sports programs. Could be worth north of $15 million a year.
Is that crazy? This is where we are right now in college sports. It's all for sale. And that's why I'm saying with this UNLV thing, that's what it is. I mean, if you think about the jersey patch now for Illinois as well, 5 years, you said 30 million. Is that what you said? $6 million a year, basically?
Yes.
Remember the Big 12's horrid deal with Monster Energy that they just signed for their entire
Big 12? Yes.
It's like $20 million for all
the teams,
for a jersey patch, and Illinois just stroked. They're going to get $30 million by themselves, which that leads me to believe that deal is probably going to be restructured with the Big 12, because none of these Big 12 schools are, if I can go and get $30 million for 5 years or $6 million a year by ourselves, why would I take $1.15 million?
Right.
You know, that's not a good deal. It's not good resources for us. So everybody's going to start stroking these individual patch deals. That's coming. Everybody's going to have a patch. Everybody's going to have logos on the floor. Everything's going to be monetized, all because of football. Okay, it is all because of football, to drive football and basketball for your basketball schools, but they got to pay for these athletics programs. And on top of it, Tom, like you just said, the Big 12, think about it, or not Big 12, the Big 10. They have Oregon, USC, UCLA, Washington in that league. That travel for just a volleyball match or a volleyball weekend or any other sport that's not football, even basketball, that's brutal. You got to pay for those airlines. You got to pay for that travel. It's expensive. You know, we have here at Missouri State, you know, the Lay Bears have their golf tournament to raise money to help with their travel. Okay. The travel now in Conference USA for us, that's a lot of travel. Our travel partner is Florida International University. That's hard travel especially for schools our size. So you're going to see Learfield helping us. Going to try to find out some other revenue sources for our programs.
They're working on it. I know they're working on it right now.
Yeah.
Don't know if it's patch worthy.
It could be,
sponsorships,
it could be anything, whatever. But it costs money is what I'm saying. So if your program's for sale, it is. And let me tell you something from this standpoint real quick before we move on from this, Tom. These wealthy benefactors, these are tax write-offs for them. Okay, they're able to put their name on something, get a little benefit from them personally, but all in all, is tax write-offs. And these wealthy need those tax write-offs. They don't necessarily want to own a team. Some of them, they need the tax write-offs. So that's a large part of it.
Something stinks at Michigan, Rob. Something really stinks at Michigan.
Oh, I heard that too.
The AD Ward Manuel not only leaving at the end of this calendar year, but he's going to get a $7 million buyout.
Wow.
To leave. So
running your program into the ground, basically, for making bad hires. You get rewarded for screwing up your athletic program $7 million worth.
Man.
That's crazy. That's the buyout, Tom. Just think about what the actual contract was. He made a lot more than that. Made a lot more than $7 million. But he made so many bad decisions. I mean, just bad decision after bad decision. And I don't care if he got advice from someone or whatever. He's ultimately the one responsible. But yet, hey, here's $7 million on the way out the door. And you're not fired immediately, by the way. We're going to keep you around to the end of the year for a, quote, transition to the next athletic director. Like that new athletic director wants anything to do with you. Like he's going to be listening to you, how you make decisions. That's the reason you're not there. If you were any good, you'd still be there.
Well, and I don't know how many of them were his decisions. You had Harbaugh, and it was more of the control issue. What did they say?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
The athletic department was out of control under your leadership, which doesn't bode well.
I'll give you that. Yeah.
You got Harbaugh, you got the guy who replaced Harbaugh with the sex scandal. Basketball coach leaves after winning a national championship. Just some weird stuff going on, and he's going to be rewarded as they ask him to leave at the end of the year. That's crazy stuff.
Will you please leave? And here's $7 million to do it. Let me think about it. Yeah, I'll leave. No, and I'll tell you what, I'll leave in December. How about that? I'll leave at the end of the year just to help you guys out, in your process. Yeah, I don't know. I tell you what, so much money. Think about that, $7 million, okay? UNLV's basketball program is, quote, for sale for 10 to 12 million. You can fund an entire basketball team, or we can pay this guy not to be here anymore. Contracts are so crazy. That just shows you how much money is at these schools and these athletic programs. I mean, how much money are we raising for our McDonald Arena renovation? What was that again?
Well, they want $8 million. I think they've already raised 5.5 million.
Can an athletic director, maybe we can get him to give it to refund McDonald Arena. Hey, Ward Manuel, since you feel so bad about running your program, why don't you give your $7 million to Missouri State to finish out our locker rooms? I mean, that just shows you the stupidness of the money?
Maybe you should have stayed in athletics, Rob. Just think, if you would have left, or if they would have asked you to leave, you would have got a nice little severance package.
Yeah, severance package from Sports Information. Yeah, that includes take all your stuff out of the office with you. Make sure you don't leave anything behind.
Yep. Get your box.
Get your box.
Leave that stapler, Rob. That's not yours.
That's university property. You leave that right here.
Yep.
Don't take those pencils or those pens either. That's university property. Yeah, that's or reams of paper. Don't take reams of paper either.
Right.
But it's just funny how money's out there. But yeah, show me the money. Mark Cuban is now positioning himself, and you've seen this, right, Tom? Real quick before we go to break, you've seen this. He's been posturing with the Mavericks. He doesn't have control of the new arena location. He doesn't have any say in what he's saying. He's posturing because he's probably going to take that money. He's going to force them. I think he can force them to buy him out after so many, maybe a year or 2 years or something. He can force them to take the rest of his shares. He's going to plow it into the A's. And he's going to the baseball business, I would think. And that, guess what else he's going to probably do? Buy. This is crazy to think of. He's going to get that Las Vegas basketball team. That's what he's going to do. He's going to buy the Las Vegas expansion franchise. You watch that. He will be the lead owner, the lead on the Las Vegas NBA basketball franchise.
Wow.
He's moving to Vegas. I'm telling you, you heard it here first on Show Me the Money. And he's probably going to have Tom Cruise or Jerry Maguire as his agent. All right. Well, we're taking our last break of the show on a Tuesday. I'm going to be a hot, muggy one today. Make sure you guys out there working hard out there. Make sure you guys drinking plenty of fluids, and we will come back with our final segment after this. You're listening to The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Playing Sports.
Your takes, your teams, your town. From hot stove baseball to big deal or not a big deal. Mornings belong to The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock. Don't just listen, be part of it.
Summer golf season is in full swing, so how's yours? At Play It Again Sports, you'll find drivers, wedges, balls, bags, gloves, and shoes. Everything you need to keep your friends from talking too much trash when you're out on the course. Trade in your old clubs and upgrade to something that'll actually help your handicap. Because when you trade in, you win. Before your next tee time, swing by Play It Again Sports in the Fremont Center on Battlefield Road. And remember, when you trade in, you win.
Hi, I'm Bill Dutton with Abacus.
And I'm Abe. Bill, when people hear accounting firm, what do they usually think?
Taxes, bookkeeping, basic compliance.
That's not the full picture with Abacus.
Not even close. At Abacus, Accounting is just the foundation. We also provide CFO services, strategic business planning, controllership support, and even HR services.
HR surprises people. Why would we offer that?
Because your people and your numbers are connected. Hiring strategy, compliance, payroll structure, it all impacts profitability and growth.
So instead of juggling multiple advisors, our clients get one coordinated team that understands their entire business.
And that guidance helps our clients make smarter decisions.
Schedule a time to meet with an Abacus professional today. Visit us at abacuspro.com or call 417-823-7171 to learn more.
Did that last hailstorm sideline your ride? Don't let hail win. Put Frontline Auto Hail on your team. They're the only shop where you pay zero deductible, and they'll handle your insurance claim from start to finish with all insurance carriers. Worried about your rates? Hail claims typically don't increase your insurance premiums. While other shops keep you on the bench, Frontline gets repairs started immediately, helping you get back on the road faster. Schedule your free inspection today at frontlineautohail.com. That's frontlineautohail.com.
Due to the overwhelming response, PianoCraft is extending the America 250 sale throughout the month of July. Up to 50% off digitals, conservatory-grade verticals, up to 50% off, new pricing. Yamaha Grands on sale with a free player piano upgrade. Man, that's a $9,000 value. Tech-certified used pianos starting at $15.99. This is our biggest sale of the year. Visit PianoCraft today, 4240 South Fremont in Springfield.
If it matters in the Ozarks, it matters here. From Missouri State to the Cardinals and beyond, start your day with the opening drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 on ESPN, The Jock.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the opening drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
All right, back in the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock. Last segment of a Tuesday. So I'll be back in studio tomorrow. Looking forward to that. And just kind of checking out what I missed here last couple of days.
Well, let me throw a few things out here. Number one, we have a great show lined up tomorrow. We had a good show today. Mm-hmm. Cole Feaurbacher from Glendale, former Missouri State backup quarterback on. Cody Pentacost, new baseball coach at C of O on today. Tomorrow, listen to this lineup, Rob. We'll talk a little MMA with Kobe Stewart, local fighter, at 7:40 tomorrow. Paige Grisham will be in from Missouri State at 8 o'clock, part of our Bear Tracker. Day 38 tomorrow. But they have the sneaker soiree coming up Saturday night.
All right. There we go. Big fundraiser from Missouri State.
And then 8:40 tomorrow, Connor Onion. He's been in the news, trending on Twitter this morning because of his big new job with Fox.
That's great, man.
College football.
Jam-packed show tomorrow, that's for sure. Hey, I don't know if it's on your notes, but I wanted real quick. Did you see that big fight? The Jayhawks and the Aftershocks. Did you see that?
Yes.
The TBT,
yes.
The basketball tournament semifinals. The Jayhawk alumni and the Wichita State alumni getting in a scrum down there in Wichita. I'm talking lacerations and everything. What is wrong with these people? It's these guys don't even play anymore. I mean, this is unbelievable. And the pictures on social media about that grandpa guy, man, just grabbing Billy Preston. Oh my gosh, he's going to get charged with assault. That's not good.
That's crazy. It's like
why I don't know. I mean, why are you getting all upset in a 61-59 game of has-beens? Seriously, they're has-beens. If they were any good, they'd be playing in the league. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Literally, it's like the grip and rip have a bench clearing brawl and fans getting involved and throwing punches in the grip and rip. By the way, we'll have Rance Berger on this year talking about that too.
Every Monday after their games on Sunday, starting the 9th of August. So 2 weeks coming
up.
How
about that for a transition? How about that for a transition?
Well, and also did want to mention, of course, the highlight of tomorrow's show is Full Throttle with Craig Stagner at 8:20.
Yes.
Always.
Man, we are full tomorrow, Tom.
Oh, I know.
I don't even need to come in tomorrow. I mean, seriously, I'll just stay here I'll stay here in the conservatory tomorrow.
We will have people in studio with us tomorrow. I'm hoping that Kobe doesn't go off on you after he sees your home there. You know, there sometimes, sometimes those fighters, they get a little jealous of the rich.
He can come. He can come visit. He can come visit anytime he wants to. I'll set him up with a visit.
He'll be in studio tomorrow at 7:40. Hey, I wanted to tell you, and we haven't talked a lot about this, but we are going to give away a 4-wheeler August 22nd, Rob.
Okay.
Honda of the Ozarks has a 4-wheeler that we're giving away, but it's easy to get kind of involved with this. Every hour from 6 a.m. through 7 p.m. we do a code word of the day here on the Jock. Have you heard those yet? The code word.
I heard one the other day.
Yeah,
I heard one
every hour,
right at the top of the hour.
Usually right around the top of the hour. I can give you a little hint. Most of them are kind of at the very top of the hour, like at 00, part of our ID. We do have a couple. The first and the last one of the day will be a little bit different times, but not much. But listen, every hour on the radio station, you hear a code word, and then you go to our website, 969thejock.com, or our app, our free app. Hopefully you download our app, and you can put that code word in, and you are a finalist for this event. There's going to be several finalists. The finalists must show up August 22nd at Honda of the Ozarks for the giveaway. So we're going to do that with a trailer too. From Westgate
comes with a trailer.
Yep.
And the other thing about this too, every entry, right? Every word you can enter, it's another entry, right?
You can do as many as you can enter every hour.
Sure.
If you got the code
so
word.
You can enter every hour. That means that's an entry. So we'll take the finalist on August 22nd. We'll give away that 4-wheeler and a trailer out there, Honda of the Ozarks. You'll want to do that. That's easy way. I'm telling you, if you listen to the show, you got an opportunity.
Every hour. Matter of fact, coming up, we will have the code word here on ESPN The Jock next hour. All you got to do is listen to ESPN The Jock, and oh my goodness. Also, next week, you know what's coming up on Monday? The new lineup, ESPN.
Oh, my gosh, that is next Monday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow, next Monday's August. Well, the end of this week is August, isn't it? Oh, my gosh, August is here already. New lineup, Golick and Golick coming on after us. Man, I tell you what a lineup that is. Us, well, unsportsmanlike, then us, Golicks, Rich Eisen. Then there's somebody I don't know, and then Freddie and Harry.
Myron and that's
I know
good show.
them.
Yep.
I couldn't remember what the name of the show was, but somebody then Freddie and Harry. Freddie and Harry moved out like I don't say it's 4 o'clock or something.
Yeah,
like that.
4 to 7, I think it's going to be now, but they're still on. We got it's going to be a great lineup. Looking forward to it. I'm going to get
radio all day.
I'm going to get Mike Golick Jr. on with us.
Okay.
Rob.
Yeah.
So he's going to be a guest with us to talk about he and his dad and the show and everything. So
it'll be great.
Be ready for that.
Yeah. It's what a stellar lineup, and of course you can listen to that on our live app, our live stream every single day. You get us and you get ESPN for free all day long. You don't need the ESPN app. Just listen to us. And you've got us, and then here come the shows all day long, kind of run the background of your work, and they'll keep you up to date on what's happening in the sports world each and every day. But yeah, thank you for joining us. We really do appreciate it. I had some good feedback from this weekend. Some people listening to us out there. So I hope we're doing a good job for you. We'll try to keep it light as best we can.
Well, just a couple months ago, Rob, we kind of changed things the way we're doing it. We now video stream the show. So if you want to see our mugs, once in a while, Rob's home,
or
his palatial home.
See this mug.
Yep. You can watch us, see how many times Rob picks his nose or vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
And then have a drinking game while he does it. That's always a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
There's coffee. Always coffee.
Yeah, as always, coffee. Yeah, I'm actually drinking out of a real mug because I can't do that in studio because I'm going to spill it or something. I can't do that. But so I can actually drink out my real mug. But yeah, listen to us every single day. Watch us if you would. The shorts, by the way, that Tom puts out there.
Not the ones I'm wearing today.
Not the ones you're wearing. Not the ones I'm wearing today. The shorts you put out there are great. And if you want to get just a quick synopsis of what we talked about, Tom puts those out there every day. And then you can go back and listen to the whole interview, of course, on our podcast, those type of things. We're trying to get out there and get as many mediums as we can so you can follow us. And we do appreciate each and every one of you who are listening each and every day as we continue this trek towards the end of the year, man. We're in fall now. So we're going through all these seasons into summer coming up here, school getting started again. Then we go into fall. It's football season. Of course, we're going to be talking football all the time in the fall. Won't be talking Royals baseball. They'll be out of it. They're already out of it. So we'll move on to something else.
Well, and our track is, you remember earlier, right about when you took over the show, when we jumped together, teamed up, we announced our 1 billionth listener, fan on the show. It took 25 years to get 1 billion listeners. We're hoping to do that in a lot less time now.
Oh yeah.
So you and I, our goal is to crack our 2nd billion a lot quicker than 25 years.
It usually goes faster. The 2nd billion's easier than the 1st billion. It's always the 1st billion's the hardest.
It is.
2nd billion, yeah. Then you can be McDonald's. Remember the McDonald's signs? They used to have the number.
Sure.
How many?
Yeah.
And they update it, and then that's billions and billions served. We're done counting. It's a big number. That's us.
Why don't we put that on there every day so we're on the screen.
Yeah.
We could start putting 1 billion, 1 million or whatever.
We do whatever. Hey, but plus, real quick before we go, huge new sponsor coming up on Monday too.
Oh no, yes, that's right.
No, not Monday. Be like Friday, right? Huge new sponsor, August 1, right?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, you want to sponsor us? We'll set you up right here. Hey, Tom, great show. I'll be back in studio tomorrow. Looking forward to it. The opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Playing Against Sports. See you tomorrow, Jock.
Happy Tuesday. Today's going to be another warm day in the middle 90s. 95 degrees today in Springfield. Paris skies will become mostly cloudy as it goes through the day today.